We're going live right now. Hi, everybody. I'm live. Hopefully I'll see your comments in here. I'm using this new streaming thing called StreamYard, so I'm trying it out tonight. Let's hope it works. I see people are coming on. I am live today. I'm on right now. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Francesca. Hi, Michelle. Okay, I'm just gonna wait and, oh my God, this is a great app. It tells me everything. I don't even have to look at my phone. It's all right here on the screen. Hello, everybody. My son in the background, he's gonna pick the winners on I put it up on my iPad, everybody. Uh-oh. Well, let's hope my iPad's working. It just died on me. Oh, there it is. Yeah, no. So he's gonna help me pick the winners for tonight. So if you subscribe to my email newsletter, tonight's the night I picked 2 winners for the past month. I did it last month and I'm doing it this month, and I might do it next month. I'm not sure. I'll decide after this week. But if you signed up, or if you've already been signed up, great. My son is going to find 2 people on my list, and he's going to tell me the names because I can't pick. I have a hard time deciding. Oh, hi, Sherry. It's your first time. Well, welcome. Thank you. Oh, and for everybody's excited about my new book, I'm just one of the 44 authors, but we're all amazing, I think, and I think it's going to be a great book, and you're going to enjoy it. Very good, interesting stories. I haven't read them all yet, so I'm excited to read the whole book, too. And I wrote my story, so thank you. Hi, everybody. So I'm just going to wait for a few more people to go on right now because we have about 40, and I just want to see if any more are going to show up before I announce the winners, because it'd be really cool if I announced somebody that's online already. That would be awesome. So, that's online and who has signed up and on the list. It would be really cool if you were here and you could hear it live. But if not, you can always come back and watch it. I'm going to email them as well, and I'm going to post it on my social media. So hope everybody's doing good. Happy Labor Day. Hi, Vicki. Aw, fingers crossed, yes. So I'm just waiting for a few more people to come on. I don't normally come on Monday nights, but I thought this is a good day to announce it. That's my son Aiden right here, and then who's this? Daisy. That's Daisy Poo. That's our dog. I will be doing a couple readings tonight, and then I'm going to get off a little bit early because I want to spend time with my husband. He's usually working out of town or busy all the time, and he's home today. So just a couple readings, and then it'll be dinner time. We're going to have dinner together. So stay on, and we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Diana. I look great. Hey. I try. Oh, Val says hi, Aiden.
Hello.
And Brenda says hi, Aiden and Daisy. I'm trying to read these comments. They go so fast. Hold on. Where'd that go? Okay, I lost a comment, but that's all right. Okay, I'm just reading all these comments. Oh, hi to your son, Caden. Wait, who said that? Because we know a Caden, don't we? Yeah, that's funny. Where's that? Where did that go? These comments come so fast. My vision's not the greatest, but I try to keep up with them. Oh, that's not the Caden we know, but it threw me off for a second, huh? Well, Aiden has never been to school. Somebody said, "Are you excited for school again?" My son, I did something different. He's my 3rd child. The other 2 went to traditional school. But I have highly gifted kids, and so traditional school does not necessarily cater to them. So with Aiden, we did something really kind of out there, kind of crazy. I'm just so glad I did it, though. He has been unschooled, and I don't know if anybody's familiar with that. It's not homeschooling. It's totally different. Basically, it's providing a learning environment for your child by providing things that they're interested in or learning in. So that's really, he's never had a curriculum. He's never had a spelling test or a math test, right? I mean, he's just sort of gotten to learn things on his own the way he wants to. And he's done really, really well, and he's super happy. And he's always with us. So I don't know, he's going to get sick of us soon.
And Liza, not already?
Well, he's probably already sick of us. Yeah. So, but he does not want to go to traditional school for sure. He wants to do things his way, and I'm happy with that. He's well-rounded and into everything, and he's a very social young man. So we're happy with it. So, all right, we've got a lot of people on here. Aiden, you want to pick a winner? I don't know why this iPad keeps going off. Yeah, it does and it doesn't. So you can scroll up and down here, dear. Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah, just scroll up and down and find one. All right.
How many people are there?
A lot. I don't want to say online, but a lot. It's a good number, though.
I think you said.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody who has signed up for my email list. I really appreciate this. I love that you guys are staying involved, and because you're on my email list, not only are you going to have a chance to win a reading tonight, maybe, but I'm also going to do this month. I was going to do it starting tomorrow, but it's too much. I'm going to do sometime this month called my 7 days of giveaways. And it's only for my email people. I mean, they're not going to be big giveaways, but I'll be giving away some 15-minute readings, maybe a ticket to one of my online events, things like that. So definitely, there's specials every month just for my email newsletter people. Nobody else gets, just so you know. Those are for my special sales. And once a month, I will have one special sale just for my email newsletter people. So just keep that in mind. You find somebody, dear?
How do I?
Just tell me the name,
Okay.
the first and last.
Should I say it aloud or?
Yeah, you can say it out loud. It's not a secret.
Okay, fair enough. I don't want to butcher the names though.
Oh, well, I do all the time. I'm not great with the names. They'll know you're my son. So. He's like me. I thought he'd be better at picking them. I have a hard time deciding. Just randomly pick.
Okay. Francis Ortiz.
Francis Ortiz. I don't know if she's on. Francis Ortiz. If you're on, make a comment here. But I'm going to put, she is one of my winners. How do you spell that? She is winner number 1. I'm going to post that. If she's not on, I will definitely email her. So you know. Aiden. Everybody's like, pick me, pick me. So if you're on the email newsletter, so I wanted to say a lot of people signed up with the wrong, they forgot like the .com, they put .con instead of M. I went through and fixed them, but there were some where they just were not working. And so they had signed up a long time ago though. So they just had the wrong emails. I couldn't figure it out. But if you typed wrong, I was able to figure it out usually. So was Frances on here? Did she say something?
I don't think so.
I thought somebody said, okay. So hopefully she will see this video and I will email her as well. One more winner.
Okay. I'm having trouble here.
I know, it's hard, right?
I don't know, man. What about like?
So I've got another plan. If you're on my, okay, go ahead.
I was about to say Jessica Adamson's.
Jessica Adamson? Where is that one?
Right there, literally in the second.
Okay, Jessica Adamson. He just picked. Is there Jessica Adamson here? If not, I will have to email her as well. I'm typing it now. How do you spell that? Adam. Oh, I put in. Adamson. Winner number 2. Okay. If you signed up for my email newsletter, oh, I'm Jessica Adamson. Or son?
I just misspelled.
Oh, is it? You're Jessica Elizabeth and it's Adamson? Oh, okay. So you have 2 names. I know a lot of people do that. Okay. Well, that's awesome. I'll be emailing you to the email in here. So that's awesome. Congratulations, Jessica. I'm happy for you. And you said you wanted to win, so you just did. Yay. I was hoping somebody that won would be online. Thank you, son. You've been good.
I've done my job.
You've done your job. I appreciate it. You can leave now. Thank you.
My social quota for the year.
Yeah, that was your social quota for the year. I appreciate it. Well, that was awesome. Thank you guys. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry we only had 2 winners tonight, but I am going to do a couple readings. I'm just going to kind of go over the rules. For anybody that's new, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And if you're just getting on and you don't know what's going on, I have had a giveaway for the last 2 months where I'm giving away 2 25-minute readings to 2 people that have signed up for my email newsletter. So, and it's not just for new signups, it's for anybody who's signed up over since the beginning. I'm picking the list, right? But it is sorted by people that are most active on my newsletter, that are actually opening the newsletter. So that's how it's sorted, just so you know, because I don't want to pick somebody who never comes on and who's like signed up and that goes into their junk mail and they don't ever see my newsletters and they're not interested. I want to pick people that are really actively engaged. So that's what's been going on. So if you are new, welcome. I'm a medium, Kelley. I am an evidential medium. I'm like, who am I? I'm an evidential medium, and what that means is I connect with people's loved ones, and I bring through things like their personality, their memories, how they're related to you, how they're connected to you, how they pass if they want to talk about that, any messages they give me. And all I want from my clients is just for you to validate the information I bring through. I don't want to be fed information. And that means don't tell me, is my mom so-and-so here? Because that's feeding me information. I don't want anybody to make information fit. The information I give you, it should match like 99%. So you can't say, oh, if I say I've got like an Uncle Joe coming through, and I don't always get names, but say I got a name, you can't say, oh, I've got an Uncle Jimmy. It just doesn't work that way. So just be open to the information I'm giving you, and definitely, if you can understand anything, I want you to type in the comments what you can understand, but don't add additional information. Does that make sense to everybody, I hope? I'm not going to go direct. I'm just going to kind of bring through spirit. So if somebody can understand it and you're in the United States, I might have you call in on my phone so I can put it on speaker so everybody can hear us, okay? So that's how it's going to work. And if you cannot call in, but you can understand everything, please let me know in the comments that you can't dial in because you're not in the US, okay? And I will give you the number to call in once I find out who I'm with. So I'm just going to kind of see who's here. And I feel so excited. So I feel like I've got somebody who's really chipper. So let me just, I haven't even talked about my book. So I have, right now, today is the day my book came out, that I'm one of the 44 authors, The Last Breath. And it came out on, what's that called? Well, it's on Amazon for the e-reader book. I forget what it's called. And then next week on the 14th is the big launch party, and the real book, like the book is coming out, the physical book. And if you join us on our launch party, there's going to be lots of giveaways. But I'm also going to have my own giveaway for anybody who purchases the book next week, and you send me the receipt. I'm going to choose one of those to win a reading. So just know I'll announce that towards the end of the week, but that'll be next Monday when that's all done. When that starts, and I'll announce it all next week, but just keep an eye. And if you sign up or purchase the ebook right now before tomorrow, so tonight's the last night because it ends on the 8th, I am giving, and you send me the receipt to my email, I am giving 15-minute readings, but it's a limited amount. So I think there's about 5 more left that I'm giving away of the 15-minute readings. So if you're interested in getting the ebook, check it out. It's on Amazon, and I will see if I can get you guys the link and put it in the comments here in a little bit here, because I totally forgot about that. I'm terrible at plugging myself. Okay, let me just see who's here. And I know I've got somebody who's really excited. I know I've got a female. She's very outgoing, very loving, she would have been a spiritual lady in life, I feel, just very open and very caring and loving to everybody. I do feel this is somebody's mother. And if it's not your mother, it's possibly a grandmother who was like a mom to you. And I know that with this lady, she's also very feminine. There's a very feminine side to her. She's very sweet, loving, just very motherly, feminine, also very outgoing. I just feel like she was somebody who brought everybody in. She was like very social. She was always moving, always getting things done. A very active lady. So my son is doing college level math for the person who's asking about tax and a tip. And he's also college level comprehension because I've had him tested with a standardized test. So he taught all that on his own. We don't need school. That's my opinion. He learned all that just from gaming and reading his own books, and he taught himself to read. So school isn't always necessary for anybody. But can anybody understand a mother like this or a grandmother like this? So Amber says, my grandma was like my mom. Can you understand everything else, Amber? Okay, could be a mother-in-law. Yes, I forgot to mention that. Sometimes moms are, somebody comes through as a mom and it's a mother-in-law. So let's see. So Brenda can understand that for a mother-in-law. Amber can understand this as well. And, oh, thank you, Diana. You're so sweet. She put the link to my book. So don't send names in here because I don't always get names, but I certainly don't want you to give me the name because now I can't get it, okay, if it was for you. If I get the name, I will give it to you when I'm saying it, but I don't always get it. Sometimes it comes later, sometimes it doesn't. So if anybody could, so I got a lot of people can understand this. So let me kind of go a little bit deeper here and see what else I can get for this mother or grandmother possibly or mother-in-law. She's definitely, though, a very maternal figure. She would have been the life of the party. She would have always wanted to have everybody at her house for the holidays. She was very much into decorating. I just feel like when you would go to her dinner table, she was like the Martha Stewart. It was beautiful. And her house would have been beautiful too, but very homey and very down to earth as well. So I also know that with her, she would have, like, even if you were her daughter-in-law, if you were her daughter or daughter-in-law, she would have treated you like you were her own daughter, no matter what. That's how she was. She loved everybody, and she was such a good, like, soul. She was just so good to everybody. I do feel, though, she was good to everybody, but her life, it wasn't always easy. I feel there was a lot of difficulties in her life. Starting with, I do feel like her husband and her had some issues in life. It wasn't an easy marriage. So if somebody can understand this, please let me know. And it would have to be somebody that was very much like your mom. So it could be like a godmother, a mother-in-law, or grandmother, but maybe an aunt if she helped raise you. But it would have to be somebody who would have been just like a mom to you. And I do feel like there's an S name, like, that's connected to her. I'm not saying it's her name. It could be somebody in the living, but I feel like Shelley, or it's like a Shelley name or something like that, or Sheila. It's like an SH name. So if you can understand any of this or all of this, and you can understand some connection to her in the living or in spirit with the SH name, Shelley, Sheila, Sean, I don't know if it's a guy or girl. I just know there's an SH name connected to her. Let me know. Okay. Pass I names. Oops, my daughter after her, Savannah. I really feel an SH, like Shirley. Okay, that might be it, Rachel. What else can you take, Rachel? I understand all of it, Scott Garvey. Okay, Scott, you're the first person that says, I understand everything. Can you give me a call? I'm going to have you call on the phone because I think I'm with you. The minute you said that, I felt with you. So, Scott, if you can call me at, let's see, how do I do this? Banners here. I'm going to put my number on here, Scott, and I'm going to put this on the screen, Scott. So I'm going to have you call in. Oops, 6, 5, 8, 6, 0, 1, 4. Okay. Give me a call, Scott, and I will put you on speakerphone. If you can't call in, let me know. But I kind of feel like I'm with you, and you're the first person that said this. Now I just lost my comments. There we go. And let's see what happens. And I just got to turn my phone off, do not disturb, so that it will ring. Okay, there we go. All right, give me a call. It is, the number is on the screen, Scott, and that would be great. So I can put you on the speakerphone, okay? And anybody else that can understand most of it or a lot of it as well, keep listening and let me know in the comments, because this could be what we call a piggyback. A lot of times spirit will all come in together, okay? Hi, Scott.
Hi, Kelley.
How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Great. So you can understand everything I've said so far.
Yes.
And this is your mother?
Yes.
And the Sharon name, is that actually your mother's, Shannon, is that actually her name?
No, that's my sister.
Perfect, because I felt like the person's name was in the living, so that makes me feel even more confident that I'm with the right person. And would you understand your mom, just what a special person she was?
Yes.
But you understand then, like, her marriage maybe was a little bit hard or difficult with your dad?
Yeah, there were times growing up where there were difficulties.
Yeah, I just feel like sometimes, I don't know what she is. And is your dad in spirit, or he's still here?
He's still here.
Yeah, but were they divorced, or they stayed married till the very end, I feel like. Is that correct?
Yes, they were. Yes, they were married.
Okay, because I feel like they worked through the problems. It just was really hard in the beginning years, I feel. Now, I don't know if there was some issues or what was going on, but I feel like they worked through it. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, and do you understand how she made, I just want to call her Martha Stewart. I feel like her dining room table would be beautiful at the holidays.
Absolutely.
Okay, and with your sister, I feel like your mom and your sister loved each other very much. Like, they would have been very close, but they might have, sometimes I feel like your sister could get frustrated with her, but they loved each other very much. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And would you understand your mother, she passed from an illness. I feel that she was sick for a while. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, and I feel like she was a tough lady in that sense, where she really fought this. Like, and I'm not sure if this is cancer. It feels like a cancer, but when I want to say cancer, I feel like she's saying no. But I feel like it's something like a cancer. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not cancer, right?
Yeah, it actually was.
Oh, it was cancer. Okay, I just thought she was saying it was like cancer. So, would you understand, though, that the cancer, because she had this, I feel like she fought it for a while, there was a lot of other issues caused from the cancer. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, because I feel like there were so many things happening because she was fighting this and she was trying everything. But I also feel like it was really important for her to be home when she passed. Would you understand this?
Yes.
Okay, and I also feel like there would have been, I guess, some sort of hospice care for her.
Yes.
Okay, and I also feel like she was, to me, she passed on her terms. I feel like she this was what she wanted. Like, I feel like family was with her. It was the way she wanted. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Okay. I really feel like she wants to come through. Well, I actually feel like there's a birthday or something that either just passed or is coming up, because I feel like she wants to say happy birthday. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So I feel like she's like, wants somebody to, like, it's birthday, like, happy birthday. She's excited. And she came through, like, super excited. So I feel like she's, like, excited for you. So I don't know if you've got some good news or something like that as well. Would you understand this?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because I feel like she's just so, like, excited for you, or, like, really happy for you. That's what I feel like. And then she's just sending you lots of love. I also feel like she sent you lots of signs. And you're very open to this, which a lot of people aren't in your family, I feel like, but you are. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Okay, so I keep smelling roses with her. I feel like she would have loved flowers, but also roses are like a sign for, like, love as well, just like sending you love. But I don't know, did she wear a perfume that was very floral?
I don't remember.
Okay, but did she love flowers? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so just know she's with you. You have a daughter?
Stepdaughter.
Okay, but was your mom close to her?
No, they never met.
Oh, okay. So I just feel like she likes your stepdaughter. So I don't know what that's about. But I just feel like she's sending love to the family, okay?
Okay.
All right. So know she's with you always and loves you very much. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So I see a lot of people could take some of this or a lot of it. And so take the message of love. Okay. So just know it's a message of love coming from her. So let's see. I'm kind of feeling somebody else coming through, and I just want to see who this is. Hold on. So I do feel like I have, actually I feel like I have a little boy, and I don't know how little he is, but I don't feel like we have toddler. We're talking like a kid that's got a personality. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep tapping into him. I do feel like he's around 12. And I feel like he's a sassy little boy. Like he was always just saying whatever he felt like on his mind. He had no filter, and he would just blurt things out all the time, and he was always getting in trouble. But he was a good kid. It wasn't that he was a bad kid. It was just, I think sometimes he would say things without thinking, especially at school. So I know he's school age. He's a very sweet young man as well. Very caring, very much wants to be everybody's friend and loves everybody. But I do feel like in school, kids weren't always the same way to him. I do feel like sometimes maybe he got picked on or because he was too nice. But definitely he's coming in for his mother. So if anybody could understand a little boy like this that's coming in for his mother, I also feel like this passing, okay, I do feel like this kid was sick. I feel like this was an illness. So if you could understand this, let me know. I think it was, yeah, I know he was very, oh, and I don't feel like his passing was that long ago. I know it would have been more than a few years, but I don't feel like it was like 15 years. It feels like it was fairly recent in the last like 5 or so years. So if somebody can understand that, let me know. And I don't know if Michelle, if you're saying, yep, you can understand this. If you can, let me know what you can understand in the comments, but don't feed me additional information, please, okay? And let me take my banner off here. So we'll go back to that. Or we already did that too. So there we go. We don't need a banner. 7 year. Oh, Michelle, I think I'm with you. So Michelle, I'm going to have you call the number again. I will put it up here for you in just a second. I'm just creating it. Okay. If you know the number already because you remember it, then call it. But here it is right now. I'm just going to add this banner and show this right now. And yes, Michelle, give me a call. And let's see if we can work through this reading from your son. I do feel like this is for your son. Now, you said he died 7 years ago. That's about what I feel. Hopefully, we'll get you on the phone here. You can understand everything else, I'm hoping. That's why you're commenting. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. You're so sweet. I can't talk. Hopefully, Michelle will give us a call and we can do this reading for her. And I want to thank everybody that's coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. And if you're just coming on or you're new, sign up for my email newsletter. Once a month, I'm giving away 2 free readings. Oh, there she is. Okay. Is this Michelle?
No.
I'm sorry?
I said yes, Kelley.
Oh, there you go. I can hear you now. How are you? So, you can understand everything?
The only part that I didn't understand was like the 12-year-old.
Oh, I see. How old was he?
He was 5, but he was
okay. That's fine. I just knew he was under 12. Okay, that's what I was saying. I knew he wasn't a teenager. Okay, and I feel like he would have been in school. So was he in kindergarten?
would have been 12 this year, actually.
Okay, perfect. That happens to me a lot. Would you understand, was he in kindergarten though when he was 5, or did he make it to kindergarten?
Yes, he actually it started.
Okay, because I feel like he couldn't sit still or couldn't like stop blurting things out, like he was so excited about everything. Do you understand that?
Yep.
Okay. And would you understand this being an illness? He was sick?
No, he.
Well, don't tell me. Just yes, no, or I don't know. Okay. So if it's not an illness, I'm not 100% sure if I'm with you. Let me just tell you what I feel, and maybe we can work through this. Because I feel like he wasn't doing well for a while. I feel like he wasn't feeling well. That's what I feel like. Would you understand that? For like about 6 months before he passed, I feel like he didn't feel great.
He did have a little bit of problems before he passed.
Okay, health issues, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't the reason he passed.
Okay, so that's fine if you can understand the health issues, because I felt these health issues about 6 months before he passed. There were some issues going on with his health. So you understand that?
Yeah.
Yes? I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Okay. It gets kind of weird on the phone sometimes. It's hard to hear you. Okay, so would you also understand his sweet side, his sweet nature?
Oh, yes.
He just loved everybody. He wanted to be friends with everybody. But I feel like sometimes not everybody was nice to him. And I kind of feel like it was more the older kids because he really wanted to be around the older kids. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. He is so sweet. He just loves you so much. And I also feel like bedtime routine would have been like something that was really fun. Do you understand that? I know not normally bedtime routine is fun, but I feel like you always had a fun time with him, and like you guys would always do something fun or be silly at bedtime. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, because I feel like he loved you. He loved his family. Does he have a sister as well?
Yep.
Because I feel like he loves his sister so much. So he's just sending love to everybody, but you especially. And I keep seeing this like brown teddy bear. Now, when I was a kid, I had a little teddy bear that looked like this. It was kind of like a bean one where it was like heavy on the bottom, and I named it Raspberry. But anyways, he's showing me my teddy bear, so that's why I feel like. But did he have a special teddy bear?
Every time that I would take him to the doctor, they'd give him a little teddy bear.
Ah, okay, because I feel like he's showing me all the teddy bear then. Okay.
Yeah, he had one that was cremated with him.
Oh, so he's talking about that. So he's just letting you know he loves that.
And they gave you one the day that he passed too for him, but that one sits in the china hutch with his ashes.
Okay. Well, he just knows all about that then. He's just telling you. So he loves you, and he's and since he passed, have you had another child?
No, I didn't have one, but I have 2 stepchildren.
That came into your life after he passed?
Yeah.
Okay, because I feel like he's acknowledging the family growing. Okay. So
yeah, I've always said that I think that they were like his way of filling that void kind of thing.
Yes.
Of not like filling the void, but
No.
like trying to bring love and happiness back into our life.
Totally. Because he knew what a good mom you are, and he knew that this is what like they needed and you needed. That's how things work. They line things up for us to really kind of help us and guide us. He is definitely always going to be your guardian angel child. Okay. He's always going to watch over you. He's going to watch over all the kids. He's going to watch over everything. So just know that. And I know he gives you lots and lots of signs. And I don't know if this is a sign or not, or if this is a memory or what, if you can understand this, but I keep seeing little frogs. Did he have frogs, or does somebody have frogs? Is there some reference to little frogs?
Well, we caught some frogs one time and like took them home and like raised them.
Yes.
But it's like every time we go to the lake or the river or something, we find tons and tons of like baby frogs.
Like the pollywogs, right? That turn into the frogs. That's what he's showing me. So I just feel like fun memories. So he's just always with you, and he loves these fun things that you guys did. And he makes me feel like you were the kind of mom that was like not afraid of frogs or silly things like, that you got down and played with them like a little kid. Do you understand that? And he loved that about you. I feel like in many ways you were his mom, but also his best friend. Okay. Or his first best friend. So he just sending you so much love. All right. Is there an A name connected to him? an A name, or in the family, somebody's name that starts with the letter A, like Andrew, Andy, Annette, like an A name, like AN maybe, or maybe it's not AN, it's just an A name.
Well, his grandma from Mexico has an A name.
Is that her first name? Is she in spirit?
No.
No, that's not it. I feel like it'd be somebody really close. So I'm not sure what the A name is. I don't always get the initials right. It's hard to hear sometimes, but definitely there's something about it might even just be the name, like that A sound. I don't know. But I'm just gonna leave that with you for now. Maybe you'll figure it out later, or maybe I will. I don't know. But definitely he loves you so much. Oh, and is it close to the anniversary of his passing?
Yeah, like really super close.
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's talking about that. You do something every year for him, he says, okay?
Yeah.
And he just loves that you do that. So he's definitely he knows about everything he wants you to know, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm sending all that love from your son. Just take it and pay attention to the signs, because he does come through all the time. And he's always coming in your dreams because he wants to let you know how much he loves you. I feel like he comes in your dreams just to hug you. Do you understand that?
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm sending you that. All right. I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. So that was really nice. What time is it? Let's see. Oh, all right. So I'm going to do a couple psychic readings. So if you have a psychic question, post them in the comments, and I'm going to feel which one I feel drawn to, and I'm going to tune in and answer them. Okay. And if somebody's writing here about signs, I have a really great Facebook group. It's called Signs from Spirit, and the only thing you're allowed to do in the group is share your signs from Spirit. So it's not a traditional grief group, but it's a great place because everybody shares their signs. And, if you're not always getting signs, maybe you can read other people's stories and start becoming more aware of the types of signs you might get, because there's some beautiful stories on there, and I love them all. So definitely check out my group. It's called Signs from Spirit, Life After Losing a Loved One. You can find it, I think, from my own Facebook page, Medium Kelley. It might be connected to it somehow, I believe. Or you can go to my website, www.mediumkelley. It's on the screen on that side. And if you go into my website, you can find all my groups from there. But definitely Spirit loves to communicate with us through numbers, through birds, through bugs, every little thing you can think of, feathers, you name it. But it's got to be a very significant thing. It can't just be like any feather around, right? It's got to have something unique. Like, for instance, I opened my car the other day, and out of nowhere, this green, a dyed green feather, which I have nothing with green feathers, flew out of the passenger seat. Definitely sign from Spirit, right? Definitely. So just check those out. So I'm going to look through these questions here. So somebody says, are my grandparents looking over my son? I'm assuming you're talking about your grandparents in spirit. Of course they do. When we're in spirit, we definitely want to watch over our family. So and especially grandparents. So they always are, for sure. So Kim Bracken says, will I be going back to my job or following my purpose now? Kim, I feel like you're going to do a little bit of both. I think you're on the verge of start following your purpose, but I think you go back to work for a little while first while doing the other one, because I feel like when you start following your purpose 100%, that's going to become more of your career. And it's going to be successful. I just think that you're going to do it slowly. You're not one to just jump out and just take big chances. So I think you'll be successful too. So don't worry about that. Let's see. So somebody says they had a piece of paper show up, paper randomly lift up while they got dressed the other night. Was this a spirit? It made them feel happy even if it wasn't. Ha. You know what? If you felt like it was a spirit, to me, that's definitely when you have that first thought, That's what it is. I mean, that's why you know it, because you felt it. And obviously you're sensitive. So I would say it's a spirit, and you would know who it is because you would have felt it. And that's why you were so happy. So I'm going to say, take that as a sign. Yes. How can you tell that your son visits you? So I'm going to tell you some of my visits from my son. Everyone's going to be different, and you have to know what resonates with you. So my son was older. He was 20. I don't know how old your son was. And he smoked pot, and we fought about it all the time because I hated it. I hate pot smoking. Don't like it. Sorry. I know that, and hate's a bad word. So I very much dislike pot. Anyways, so we would argue about it all the time, but 420 was also like a huge joke in our house because while they were growing up and my son was smoking, we traveled a lot, and my kids, when I would get them rooms, several times they got room 420, and it was just this funny joke. So after he passed, he has come through with the sign 420 for me so many ways. So that's how I know when my son's visiting. That's just signs. There are other ways you can know by if you pay attention to the feelings. So sometimes maybe you just have this weird feeling and you feel like spirit's with you, but you're not sure and you're overthinking it. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just sort of like relax and stay calm and just sort of ask if this is spirit for them to shift. Like maybe you feel it on your right arm. Say, can you shift to my left arm, and see if you feel that shift. And it's the same kind of feeling that you feel when you do like your hand over your arm, but you don't touch it. You feel that energy, or when somebody walks up behind you, you can feel it. It's very similar to that. It's very subtle, but it start becoming aware and sitting with spirit and asking them for signs and asking them to come into your energy to feel them. And that's what you do. It's about practicing and really being open and available for this to happen, making time for it. Meditations, things like that will help you with your connection with spirit. Why do I hear walking through the house in the evening? Well, obviously, Pam, you've got somebody who's visiting and they like to walk around the house, or it just could be an energy signature if it's an older house from all the people that lived there over the years. It doesn't necessarily have to be spirit. It could just be people, because everywhere we go, we leave our energy. And if that's an older house and many people walked up and down the hallways, you're so sensitive, you could be hearing it, okay? And if it bothers you, do like sage the area or use Palo Santo and do a little set a little intention for like to clear that energy and send it back to its owner. You know, that's something you can do. Oh, thank you, Scott. I'm glad that you got the message, and thank you. So let's see. Michelle Krantz, will I move back to the Midwest? I kind of feel like you want to, but you're afraid to, and I'm not sure why you're afraid to. So I have to say, if you want to move back to the Midwest, which is what I feel like you want to do, you would make this happen, and you can do it. But it's really up to you. And I feel like right now it's up in the air because you go back and forth. So I'm not sure if you're going to move back or not, because I feel like part of you is holding back. Okay, I hope that makes sense. If you can understand what I'm saying, let me know in the comments, please, so I know if I'm on the right path with you guys, okay? Michelle Sarmento says, do you see any career change for me? Did I answer this already? I feel like I did, but maybe I didn't. I do see a career change for you, and I see it's coming soon. So be open to that. And I also feel like you've manifested this, so it's happening because you created it, okay? Who keeps making my toy train go off? You know, Nikki, when I read that, I feel like you've got somebody in spirit who's a real jokester, and they just love to mess with you. And I'm not sure who this is, but definitely somebody in the family. So I don't know if you have a grandfather on your mother's side who had a good sense of humor or used to like to joke around with you and would have played with you a lot when you were a kid. But I kind of feel like that, and he's just a jokester. He loves to like let everybody know he's around and do fun things like that, okay? Jan wants to know if she'll meet her soulmate soon. Jan, what do you mean, will you? You just have to manifest that. Ask spirit to bring them to you. Set the intentions. Figure out what it is you want in that soulmate, and it will happen. I promise you. You can create that. We all can. But you have to be willing to set those boundaries, because we set boundaries to teach people how to treat us. And I feel like sometimes you accept too much. So write down your pros and your cons for a relationship, okay? Okay, what's this? Becky Peel, will I go back to work soon? I feel like you will go back to work soon, but I just feel like for whatever reason, I don't think you're going back to like the same job. So I'm not sure if that makes sense. It might be in the same company, but not the same job. So I'm not sure. Be open and willing to look at all opportunities is what I feel like, okay? Will my new job arrive soon for Lisa O'Neill? I do feel like you're going to get 2 offers here soon, so be open to that. Also, don't give up. Keep trying and looking and applying, and keep staying in touch, following up on things, okay? Because I feel like it's coming. How do you manifest? Well, I'm going to tell you how I manifest. I envision what I want. I see it in my mind. I will write things down. I will say them out loud, but I say them in ways like, okay, for years, since my son passed, I am setting the intention and putting out to the universe, I'm going to start a nonprofit. I know that it's going to happen when I'm ready and when the time is right. And I'm always open and looking for those opportunities when it's the right time to start this nonprofit. So that's manifesting. It doesn't mean that I'm going to like force it to happen before it's time. But because I'm not ready 100%, but when I am ready, I'm going to make it happen. That's manifesting, saying it out loud. Okay. And, oh, that's awesome, Kim. Okay. So who just said that? So these comments are going so fast, I forgot them. Okay. So will I go back? So Brenda says, will I go back to oncology to work or stay in mental health? Brenda, I feel like you're done with mental health. I feel like you're burnt out. So I feel like you are going to make a change. Okay, that's what I feel. So I hope that helps. Let's see. How did my son die? So my son was 20. He had an addiction to heroin. He had been sober for a while, but he struggled with it for a couple years off and on. He moved out of state to get sober, but then we lost my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, and 3 or 4 of his best friends all died, and he wanted to come back home in January of 2016. He was sober, and he was working for us, and he'd been traveling a lot. And he had just, in May, moved in with my daughter, who had just turned 18 in April, and they got their first apartment. And he relapsed one night, the 3rd night living there. But that's not how he died, but we thought it was an overdose. But it turned out that he had a genetic heart condition we never knew about. So it took a while. We were a little freaked out when they said they didn't know how he died. And it was a heart condition that he was born with that we never was diagnosed or we never found out about. And coincidentally, my youngest son also has a heart condition, but it's different, and we've known about it since birth. So I just find that was very interesting. But and we've all been genetically tested. So far, I believe he got it from his father. My daughter doesn't have it. I don't have it. And my other son doesn't have the same condition. So that's what happened. It was very tragic, very sad, but I'm so blessed and thankful that he chose me for his mother for 20 years. And he was such a special soul, and he's so connected to me, and he works with me now. He brings me lots of moms that have lost boys that are like him. So I find that interesting. Jackie wants to know, is her oldest daughter spiritually gifted? I do feel like she's spiritually gifted. I also feel like she's super empathic, and it's overwhelming, and it gives her a lot of anxiety, and she's not very open right now to understanding this or being pushed into this direction. She's going to come into it on her own. Don't worry, later in life. I feel like when she hits older, like maybe 30s or 40s, but definitely she has the gift. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to read these comments. They're so fast. Hold on. Let's see. So lots of people have spiritually gifted children like me. My one that you just saw there, he's very gifted as well, but he doesn't want any part of it now. I always say to parents that have children like that, teach them about it at a young age if you can. And if not, just be open and talk to them about it, and don't ever make them feel like it's weird or anything. To us, it's like, we joke about death in our family, like in a funny way, not in a bad way, because we've lost so many people and all at once. We lost 3 people in the family all in a 6-month period, and it was difficult. So we talk about it a lot. So can you tell if I'm reincarnated? Annie, of course you are if you feel it. I believe everybody's been had many lifetimes. And I believe that reincarnation is something we choose to do. Sometimes we come into this lifetime and we pass and we do the work that we came here. We learn the lessons we learned. And I think then we choose another lifetime. And I think we have these soul families where we have many lifetimes with them. So I do feel like you've had many lifetimes for sure, Annie. And I think you're an old soul. Yes, your son does have, so Michelle says, any insight for my son's anxiety? I feel like he's psychic, not sick. Definitely. All 3 of my children, my daughter will get mad at me, but they're all intuitive. They all have this gift. All of them had it. And all of my kids have stomach issues. They used to get headaches. They're super sensitive and emotional because they were so empathic. I didn't embrace my gift for the older 2, and so of course I didn't get the chance to really explain to them how it works or teach it because I didn't myself understand it and suffered from anxiety and all kinds of ailments. And once I started to embrace it, which is due to my youngest son, life changed for me. I no longer have the anxiety or the different illnesses anymore. Oh, I'm not sure who Brenda's talking to, Brenda. Is there somebody you were talking to for that? Jan says she remembered parts of her past lives. I remember parts of mine too. I think that's amazing. I say write about them too, and I think the more you write about it, the more you remember. Okay, to Carol. Okay, perfect. I was like, I'm not sure who she's saying that to. So Kathy Lewis says, trying to find out which direction, land or sea. I'm just going to answer that based on what I feel. I don't know what the question's really about, but I want to say land. Okay, so that's where I want to say right now is right. Is my husband happy with the changes I've made since his passing? Of course he is. He loves you and he wants you to be happy. These physical things here on earth don't mean anything to spirit anymore. All that they care about is your happiness and that you're okay. So just remember that. Charlene wants to know if she will go back to work. I do feel like, Charlana, sorry I said it wrong. I do feel like you will go back to work, but I don't know if it's exactly what you're thinking. And I also feel like there's some changes, so I think it's good. So just be open to that, okay? Erica wants to know if I see more kids or am I done? And as soon as I tune into that question, Erica, and I look at that, I just see a little boy. So I feel like there's a little boy and he's waiting to be born to you. So I do feel like you will have another little boy, okay? Karen, Karen Bowerman Brenning. She's been doing the same job for 30 plus years and she wants to know, will she continue? Yes, you'll continue, but I do feel like you're urging or you have this like itch to do something more. So I have to say, continue, but look at other opportunities for something that's more different than what you're doing. I feel something that brings you happiness, makes you it's like fun. Okay. I would like to know. Okay, so somebody, Robin Simon, well, where'd that go? Said, are we done having kids? I feel one more is right. I do feel like one more is coming. But I have to say, I feel like you've had some difficulty with pregnancy. And I'm not sure what that is, but I do feel like it will be a difficult pregnancy, but have faith and don't worry, it's going to be okay, is what I feel. Lindsay, any children in my future? I do feel like you're going to have children, but I just feel like you have not like dedicated or been committed to it yet. Like you're not ready, even though you want them. I feel like you're not. So the minute you make up your mind, it's going to happen. Okay. So it is getting late. My dinner is here. So I just want to wish everybody a happy Labor Day again. Thank you for joining me tonight. And if you just got on or you came on late, sign up for my email newsletter. Check out my book. Go to my Facebook page and you can read about the book that's coming out. I'm one of the 44 authors for this compilation book about stories from mediums around the world. Okay. So definitely check that out. I'm having a special for that. If you buy the ebook tonight is the last night. I am giving away free 15-minute readings to a limited number of people once I reach that limit. And I think I had 5 earlier, but I don't know if anybody's purchased while we're on left. Then it's gonna be over, or it ends tonight at midnight because it ends by the 8th. And then tomorrow's the 8th. So then the next thing is next week the book comes out, the actual physical book, and we're having a big online kind of party. And there's going to be all kinds of giveaways. So I've posted about it on my social media. I'll post about it more. Check that out on my social media. I'm going to put this stuff on my website this week too, so you can find it on my website under events as well. So thank you so much. Love you guys. And I will be back here Wednesday night in 2 days for some more readings and more. Okay? Have a good night, everybody. Bye.